My name is Alicia Manfred. I'm in School of Evangelism, and we did our Urban Missions Week in Chicago. That week was based on a lot of street evangelism and really just loving the people of Chicago, learning about the different cultures and such. There was one evening that we went to Belmont, which is the alternative district, and that was a night focused on praying for male prostitutes and really loving on the homeless people. And the evening had ended and we met in Starbucks, and this man walked in and instantly caught my attention. And I asked him how his day was, and he started spilling his life out to me, telling me his partner had been murdered 3 days before in the Days Inn parking lot, and started really telling me about his life. And I asked him if I could pray for him, and I spoke life into him and told him how much the Lord loved him. And then I felt the Lord was telling me he was hurt as a child, so I asked him about it, and he had told me he had been molested by a handful of people. And so he was crying, and he looked at me and he said, "I don't want these gifts anymore." And I said, "What gifts are those?" And he said he could set things to flame without touching them and move them as well. And so I looked at him right in the eyes and I said, "The Lord does not want you to have those." And so I asked him if I could pray for him one more time, and he agreed. And so I started praying for his spirit, praying to the spirits in him, and he started manifesting in Starbucks. His eyes had rolled into the back of his head and he was gurgling, and in the midst of it he tore off 2 beaded bracelets off his wrists. After the manifestation had ended, I asked him how he felt. He said he felt like something had left him, and he started quoting scripture and asking the Lord to forgive his sins. And he told me about the bracelets, and they had a name on them of a 3rd generation Egyptian god, and those were the spirits that were taking over him. And he gave me the bracelets and told me to get rid of them. I asked him what his real name was, and he said Jimmy, and I told him that that's who the Lord created him to be. And so Jimmy walked out of Starbucks that night a new man. So that was cool.